Good morning, my beautiful diamonds. It's Sunday morning. It's 8 o'clock, 8:20, and I'm still laying here in my bed enjoying it. I'm going to get up, I think, a little later because usually I get up at 4:30 in the morning, Monday through Friday, and I get to sleep in a little later on the weekend. And as I'm laying here in my bed, I was just thinking about, someone had just sent me a text and said how much they appreciate me, how much they love me, and they will love me forever and ever. And that's a beautiful thing to wake up to in the morning. And then, I was thinking also, and that just triggered a thought in my head. Show me where a man spends his money, and I'll show you what's important to him. I'll show you what he truly loves and what he truly values. Now, the most important thing to me in any relationship is for people to treat me with value. If you can't value me, there will be no us. So that also made me think about when I was married. Like I said, show me where a man spends his money and I'll show you what he truly values and what's important to him. So I thought about my ex-husband. And I thought about how cheap and how stingy he was with me when it came to money. But he had no problem spending thousands upon thousands on what he valued and what was important to him, which happened to be sex workers, thoughts, drugs, poison pushers. He was very, very generous when it came to spending his money on those things. And the reason, as I'm thinking about it and meditating on it, and that's what was important to him. The things that those things was doing for him, I wasn't doing for him. He didn't appreciate the things that I was doing. Now, and I'm sure if I was some crackhead or some heroin addict, or if I was doing sloppy toppies all throughout the neighborhood, he would have probably valued me more. And I lay here and I think about how he had no problem being super, super generous with people who was helping to destroy and fry his brain up. But for the people who was trying to look out for him and do right by him, and people who had decent morals and values, and anyone who was on God and Jesus Christ team, he tried to treat them like suckers and like fools and like they were jackasses. And people who was on Satan the devil's team, sitting at the devil's table, he was super generous. He would bend over backwards to help these people and do things for these people. But let it be someone who has morals and values and decency, and that was always an issue with him. And I am just so glad that Jesus Christ pulled me up out of that relationship. He helped me to get out of it. You have a lot of people, especially women, who are stuck, just stuck and trapped because God in Christ did not give them the guts or the courage to get out of their situation. So this is what I was thinking about this morning, which, like I said, the message that I received this morning from someone who has a lot of gratitude instead of a unappreciative attitude. And that just made me feel so good this morning. But at the same time, it confirmed to me, show me where a man spends his money, sweetheart, where he spends it generously. And that's what's important to him. We know how a man will pour so much money into their cars, into these gamings, into their clothes when they're trying to look good. But when it comes to their woman or when it comes to their wife or their partner, they want to pinch pennies. They want to take you to places like the Dollar General, Dollar Store, and all these cheap places. But yet they have no money, no problem going in their pocket, going deep in their pocket for people who are of no good. People who really don't give a damn about them. They don't care if your brain is all fried up and you walking around like some doy or some dum-dum. They don't care. But the people who pour so much into you and who have your back no matter what and willing to step up for you, those are the people that you try to run game on. Those are the people that you try to dog the hell out of. It makes absolutely no sense, but when you think about it, that's what happens when a person's brain is all fried up. They don't have any common sense. They don't have any good sense of reasoning. And it just doesn't make any sense. But like I said, if you are a good person, and when Jesus Christ sees that you have an honest heart, and you have a pure heart, and you do things out of purity, and you do it from the goodness of your heart, Jesus Christ is always going to have your back. Always. So like they say, baby, and even though I hate cliches, but it's true, never sweat the small stuff, because Jesus Christ is going to bring into your life people who will value you, and people who do feel that you are important, and people who genuinely love you. He's going to help you to get away from all of those unhealthy relationships. And now, the only thing he's bringing into your life now is healthy relationships. So don't lose hope. Don't fall into a depression, and don't feel bad when you had to deal with one of these demons out here. Because Jehovah God and Jesus Christ will always have the back of people who are good, decent, wholesome people. Twinkle, twinkle.